everyone, and welcome. If you're an IT admin who's working with a myViewBoard deployment, then you are in exactly the right place. In this explainer, we're going to dive deep into the Entity Management Console and show you how to get complete control over your entire digital ecosystem.
Does this look a little familiar? Yeah, trying to manage all the software, all the user accounts, and all the devices across an entire school or a whole business can feel like you're juggling way too many things at once. It's messy, it takes up so much time, and you just know things are going to fall through the cracks.
But what if? What if you can manage all of it from just one single dashboard? Well, that's precisely what myViewBoard Entity Management is all about. It's built to be your central command center for every single user, every device, and every bit of software in your organization.
Okay, so before we get into the nuts and bolts of how it all works, we got to start with the most fundamental piece of the puzzle. So let's ask the big question. What is a myViewBoard entity?
The easiest way to think about it is like a big digital container that holds your entire organization. It's the main top-level account that contains all your users, your cloud settings, your software licenses, and all the data coming in from your devices. It is the absolute key to having that centralized control.
Now, not every organization is built the same, so you've got a few different flavors of entity to choose from. For most places that have their own dedicated domain, you're going to go with individual. Simple. But say you're part of a big district where a bunch of schools all share one domain. Then you'll want the shared type. And if your organization uses public domains, like Gmail, the public type is there for you. But just keep an eye on that user limit.
All right, let's get practical. To build anything powerful and stable, you have to start with a rock-solid foundation. So let's walk through those crucial first steps to get your entity set up the right way from the get-go.
Getting started is actually a really straightforward three-step process. First, you just contact ViewSonic through their website. They'll reach out and send you a link to the official entity request form. You fill that out with your admin info, tell them about your organization, and once it's approved, boom, you're in.
Okay, before you deploy a single thing, this right here is probably the most important step to avoid headaches down the road. You absolutely, positively must have TCP port 443 open for your outbound HTTPS traffic. And just as important, you've got to whitelist the key myViewBoard domains. This just makes sure all the services can talk to each other without your network blocking them.
So your entity is tied directly to your organization's email domains. Inside the console, you can easily add any other domains you own. You just pop in the domain name, and then you have to prove you own it. You do this by adding a super simple MX or TXT record in your DNS settings. This little verification step is what keeps your entity secure, making sure that only users from your approved domains can get in.
Okay, the foundation is set, but right now your entity is kind of like an empty house. It's time to bring your people in. This next part is all about the different ways you can get your users onboarded quickly and efficiently.
You've got three main tools in your toolbox here. For pure maximum efficiency, especially if you're already using Microsoft Entra ID or Google Workspace, SSO Sync is the best way to go. It just pulls users right from the directories you already have. Now, for adding a big, specific list of users all at once, the CSV import is perfect. And of course, if you just need to add one or two people on the fly, Add Single User gets it done in seconds.
All right, your users are in. Awesome. Now, let's get this software onto their devices, and more importantly, let's customize it for your organization's needs. This is where we go from just managing people to managing the actual tools they're using every day.
Listen up, because this next point is absolutely critical. To manage any installation of Whiteboard, you have to use the MSI installer. The regular exe file you download from the web, that's for personal use. It will not enroll the device into your entity, which means you'll have zero remote control. So remember, MSI is the only way to get that central management.
So deploying that MSI file is done using the command line. You just run the msexec command, point it to the MSI file, and then you add a couple of key details, like your organization's name. But here's the real power. You can use those exact same parameters in tools like Microsoft Group Policy. That lets you silently push the installation to hundreds or even thousands of PCs all at once.
And hey, this isn't just a Windows thing. For your whole fleet of Android and iOS devices, you've got a ton of flexible options. On ViewSonic hardware, the Manager app can handle enrollment automatically. For other devices, you can use a simple web form, a quick QR code scan, or even an entity-specific APK for super smooth mass deployments.
Once that software is out there, you can start creating a really consistent experience for everybody. Right from the console, you can decide which cloud storage services are available, like Google Drive or Dropbox. You can even preload the web browser with default bookmarks, giving everyone instant access to your school's portal or other key websites.
So your users are in, your apps are deployed. Now we get to the really good stuff, the day-to-day management, and more importantly, using all the powerful insights you can get from your new fully connected ecosystem.
Let's just clarify a term you're going to see a lot: software instance. All it means is that any whiteboard installation that you enroll becomes a software instance. Just think of it as a digital object that you can now see and control right from your management console.
And this is where the magic really happens. For any one of those software instances, you can remotely push out policies. Worried about security? You can force users to be signed out after 60 minutes. Need to protect student privacy on shared devices? You can disable local saving with a single click. You can even hide the browser entirely during testing. This is what we mean by granular control.
With everything connected, you start to unlock your most valuable asset: data. myViewBoard Insights gathers usage analytics from your entire entity. So a metric like total Canvas hours isn't just some big number. It's a direct measurement of how much the technology is being adopted and a real indicator of engagement.
And that data gets even more specific. Insights can show you exactly which applications are being used the most on your devices. Seeing a lot of browser usage might tell you that you need better web filtering. Seeing low usage on a new learning app might mean teachers need a bit more training. This is the kind of data that helps you make truly smart decisions.
So we've really come full circle, haven't we? We started with that chaotic picture of trying to manage everything separately, and we've ended up right here, with a single point of control that puts you firmly in the driver's seat.
So let's just recap what this command center gives you. You get centralized user management, you get remote software configuration, you get amazing detailed usage analytics to actually measure the impact of your tech, and you get to customize the whole experience for your users. We're talking total control and total efficiency.
By mastering entity management, you're not just reacting to IT problems anymore. You're proactively shaping your organization's entire digital experience. So the only question left is, are you ready to take command?